Hey guys, it's Mashaba, and today's video is going to be a review on the brand new Carli Bybel and ABH palette. I love Carli Bybel. I can watch her all day, all night. She's so hot. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna be biased in any way, shape, or form. There have definitely been influencer stuff that I've reviewed on this channel that isn't my favorite, but I love the influencer themselves, so let's hope this palette makes me love her even more. These are the swatches right here. The shades are really pigmented, just like any Anastasia palette, but I have a lot of hit and missed reviews with their eyeshadow palette just because sometimes it can be really messy and really hard to work with, especially their shimmer shades. I feel like I'm just saying the same shit on and on, so let's actually get into the makeup. Since Anastasia palettes tend to have a shit ton of fallout, I'm not wearing any crazy face makeup. The only thing I'm really wearing is blush and a little bit of chapstick. I filled in my eyebrows and I primed my eyelids with concealer. So let's get into the actual palette. This palette comes with the usual dual-ended brush from Anastasia. I don't really have a good experience with this brush because, I don't know, I use it from their Modern Renaissance palette, the Norvina palette, the Riviera palette, and their dual-end brush just always end up scratching my eyes, but I don't know, maybe I just had bad luck during that time, so I'm gonna try using this brush for this video right here. First shade I'm gonna go into is Bare. It is pretty powdery, so I'm gonna lightly tap that off, and I'm gonna put this all over my eyelid. And so far this brush isn't too bad. It's not scratching my eyes out, so maybe I just had bad brushes in my experience. Okay, so far I like the shade Bare. I think it's really pigmented. It's this bright shade right here. It looks more like a highlight shade or setting your eye, whatever you want to do. Next, I'm going to go into the shade Chai. It's like this brown shade right here, literally like the color of like Starbucks chai, man. I really like these shade names. They're really cute. I'm just gonna put it in my crease right there. Whoa, that is pigmented. Okay, that is very pigmented. It's gonna take a while to blend out because I did not expect that to be that pigmented. Holy shit. So far this brush is not bad, but I feel like it's not blending out this crease shade the way I want it to, so I'm just gonna go in with this Morphe brush. So far I like these shades. I think they're pretty pigmented, they blend out well. I just feel like you have to be super gentle when using this, or else you can get a lot of powder kick up, and you don't want that, especially if these shades are this pigmented. So it's definitely a unique formula. Anastasia always has extremely pigmented formulas, so I'm just gonna go in super lightly. I'm just gonna go in with the brush that comes in with this palette. I'm gonna go into the tiniest amount of Cindy, like Cindy who we don't even know her, okay? So just this amount. Y'all see this? Super little. And then after that, I'm gonna tap out my brush. Okay, y'all saw that. That was a lot of powder. And now I'm going to blend it out. I'm like scared because it's so pigmented. I don't want to fuck it up because I never use this eyeshadow. And I use the smallest amount I could ever think of on an eyeshadow, and it's still there. So this palette at first kind of is like a little scary to use just because it's super pigmented, but now that I'm getting the hang of it, it's actually growing on me. Like, I like this. Even though I barely added anything to the eye with Cindy, I feel like it looks so beautiful. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Stev, tiny bit on my crease, just the smallest amount, but more concentrated towards the outer portion of the eye. Whoa, it's pigmented. Then I put that in there. I'm just gonna blend it out using the fluffy side. As you guys can see, I put the shade Stev right there, and again, very pigmented. This shade is unique in the sense that it had a lot less kickback compared to the other eyeshadows, which is a good thing, which means that this shade would probably last you longer than the other shades in the palette. On the lower lash line, I'm gonna go into the shade Bybel just to deepen that up on the outer corner and towards the inner part right here. I'm a little worried about the shade Bybel just because this shade was the hardest to swatch. It was super patchy when I was swatching it. I find it interesting how the shade Bybel, like, it looks really cool tone in the palette, and when you swatch it, it's kind of cool tone, but on my eye right here, it looks pretty warm. right? Like, I don't know, man, maybe I'm trippy, maybe I'm blind, but I don't know, to me it looks different, but also different a better way, just because it's not as cool tone as I thought it would be, so it's a little less scary because I'm a warm tone bitch who's scared of everything else. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Boy. It's spelled really weird, so I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but yeah, I'm gonna put that on right on the outer portion to really open up the eyes right here. That shade is pigmented. I feel like this would be a beautiful shade to use as a liner in the end. I really like this shade right here. I feel like it really just made the look a lot more dramatic. Like, I feel like this is what made it from like everyday to like I'm going to the club right now. Now that we're done with all the matte shades, I'm really excited for the shimmer shades. I honestly don't know which ones to go with because I think they all look so beautiful. A brush is probably not the best option, so I'm gonna use my fingers just so I can be a little more gentle. So I'm gonna lightly put my finger, whoa, that bitch is here to shine. Whoa, that is pigmented. Okay, gonna put it on my eye. Whoa! I want this shade to father my children. Like, this is beautiful. It looks like I use actual glitter glue and like glitter chunks, but this is a pressed eyeshadow. This shade has a lot of fallout, but I'm not mad at all considering the color payoff. I feel like the fallout isn't that bad at all. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Mandala. I really wanna kind of put this as like a pop on the center just because like, I don't know, I want it to be a little more different because like I'm always with like the pinks and the golds, but I never really added purple. Man, just when I thought it couldn't get any prettier, it proves me wrong. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. This is so beautiful. If I could just sleep and wake up with this color in my eyelid for the rest of my life, I'd be happy as fuck. To deepen up the eye look a little bit, I'm gonna go into this shade. Man, I can't even pronounce that. It's like Wa, Oe, Oe. I don't know, man. I can barely read English, but you know, I'm just gonna pop that shit on. Whoa. This is very glittery. This looks so pretty. Oh, this palette. We're gonna go back to our homegirl Cindy and take this big fluffy brush so that we can blend it out. Just so that way the shades are a little less messy. I'm gonna barely go into Cindy because Cindy is pigmented and tap the shit out of her. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Libra. I'm gonna put that on my lower lash line just to deepen it up. So let's get to it. Now I'm gonna go into the shade My Angels, and I'm kind of gonna connect it on the inner corner. I don't know how it's gonna look. I might look like a fucked up banana because this is a really yellow shade, and I don't know. Oh, I'm gonna have a heart attack. It's so pretty. So I'm gonna go into the shade Boli. It's this beautiful highlight shade right here. I'm gonna put that on the inner corner and a bit on the brow bone. Okay, I want you guys to look me in the eye right now and go to your local Sephora right now or Ulta because this shit is fire. If you're looking to splurge, I feel like this is a great investment, especially because these shades in this combination is really unique. You don't get that with a lot of eyeshadow palettes, but at the same time, it's not so unique in a way where it's like intimidating. I feel like this all actually comes together really nicely. But yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video.